click the picture button on the microphone, and there's Joe Brett. I hit save, and it saves. And then I can hit send, and that little red light comes on, it's transmitting, and then I hit OK, because I don't need to watch it transmit. It'll just do that all in the background.
It's a 2-hour and 29-minute drive to MIT Era Cafe
digital narrow
area.
And it's doing the thing. We're on the road again. We got backseat partners Tio and K5YVY. How you doing, Joe Brett?
I'm doing great, Steve. Thanks for asking.
And we've got our matching set of... Woo! Vern's gonna kill us.
I've not killed him yet.
FT5Ds. Where's yours? I can't even see it. There it is. There's Joe Brett's FT5D, and there's my FT5D. And Mikey! Mikey's got his FT5D. How you doing, Mikey?
Not beaconing APRS.
Shocker.
Howdy everybody, Steve here, KM9G. Today I'm going to play around with the Yaesu camera microphone. This little camera there on the front, it's a cute little thing. This is like the best you could get from the late 90s, early 2000s in terms of photo quality, but it's still fun to play with. Let's take a look. I am in Lordsburg, New Mexico, and it is still pretty cold here. It is early January, and we're almost at 40 degrees Fahrenheit. There's even a little tiny bit of snow. I was hoping I would never see snow this year, or ever again for that matter, to tell you the truth. This camera mic came to me by way of Ron Mosley, AA5RX. Ron is also the maker of the potable antenna. This thing's pretty slick. If you want one of these, he puts them up on eBay every so often, and if you don't see it on eBay, then just reach out to him. He's probably good on QRZ. Thanks, Ron. What you are going to need is a modern Yaesu digital radio that has one of these crazy data ports on the side here. And that is a micro USB port? No, that's a mini USB port, and it's a little funny shaped because for some reason they decided to put a little kink in the connector there for you. I don't know. So one of the things you're going to notice is that when you first plug this thing in, you have to have this flap all the way open on the side. I'm not a big fan of that. If I was going to use this thing full time, I would probably just undo the screw and remove the flap entirely. The microphone itself is actually pretty high quality. It's got a nice rubber, I mean you can hardly hear that. So I like that sound that it makes because it's not like a big clickety-clack type thing. This is a great big speaker, and then there is a little hole in the corner here for the microphone. And like I showed you before, the camera on the front, there is a digital TX button and a and a photograph, a camera icon here to take a photograph with. And you just point it what you want to take a picture of and take a picture of it. And there is a picture of the radio that I just took with the camera. So now at the bottom there are a couple of icons, a couple of buttons: delete, send, reply, and save. And send and reply are grayed out, which why even put them there if they're always going to be grayed out? There's nothing you can do with those. They're always grayed out. So we have to hit save, or we can delete it. Now, I can't hit save, and I can't hit reply again. I can hit OK, which I've just saved the photo, or I can send it. And as long as you have the radio in digital narrow mode, and you have your friend's radio in the same frequency, this radio comes from my friend Vern, KV5SIX. I'm going to change the mode over here to digital, but this will work with FM with the line over it, which means automatically switch modes. And then over here, I hit send. And you can immediately see this one pop up with the blue light and this one with the red light. And now we are sending it. And it says, waiting. Over here on this radio, I can just push OK, because I don't need to sit there and stare at it while it's doing it. But I can't really do much else because it's in the middle of transmitting. Ta-da! There is the picture. And now I can delete, I can forward, nope, grayed out, reply, nope, grayed out, or I can save. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then I still can't forward, reply, or save anymore. So I'm going to hit OK. I wish those buttons were a little bit more well thought out. Now if I want to see these, I can just hit the GMX button, and I can hit the log button, and then I can scroll down to where it says pic, and I can pick picked, and then there is the one that I received, and there's the picture. Now here I can reply, edit, THX, and then I can hit send. And now I got a message over here. And then on this radio, I can hit that GMX button, I can hit log and go to message. That was not message, I fat fingered that. There we go. New message from KB5SIX, and it says, thanks. Delete that. Okay. It did take us a while to figure out that you needed to push this GM/X button, and Joe Brett's the one that figured that out. Thanks, Joe. In order to get this to really be useful, both radios need to have SD cards installed. You can barely see that because it's black on black, but there's an SD card in there.
This is KM9G testing analog transmission using the Yaesu speaker mic 54321 12345. This is KM9G testing digital transmission on the Yaesu speaker mic 54321 12345. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf testing analog mode, receiving on the speaker mic. Kilo Mike 9 Golf 54321 12345. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf testing digital receive on the Yaesu speaker mic 54321 12345.
So what do I think of the Yaesu camera mic? Well, it's a lot of fun to play with, and I guess that's kind of where it ends at that. I can't see it as a way to take high quality photos. I can't see it as a fast way to transmit photos back and forth to your friends. But if you and a friend of yours both have one of these speaker mics with the camera built in, then it's a lot of fun to do. And sometimes this hobby needs to be fun. Really, I mean, honestly, it does. And when we were riding in the car down to San Antonio, we were sending pictures back and forth, and it was a good time. The camera mic itself is about $140 currently at DX Engineering. Yaesu's regular speaker mic is about $40, and then you can just get any old speaker mic. This one's from HYS, and it is $12. You know, at $12, you might as well just get the thing and stick it in your cart because you'll probably wind up finding a use for it somewhere. The audio quality is pretty good. When you transmit the photos back and forth, it takes a little over a minute to get them transmitted back and forth between the two radios. And since it is a digital transmission, there is zero loss in the photo as it goes from one side to the other. I did a file compare on my computer and it worked out. The files that it takes are 320 by 240, I believe, and they are 18K, and they're JPEG format. They go right onto the SD card, so if you wanted to take a whole bunch of pictures for some weird reason and put them on your computer for some weird reason besides making YouTube videos, then you can just take the SD card out of the radio, put it into the computer, and copy them out of the photos directory. And it's the same thing if you wanted to put photos back onto the radio. Now, to be fair, the screen on the FT5D is a small screen, and the pictures do look really good on the small screen on the radio. We'll get you a good picture of how that looks as well. You know, maybe if we're taking it a little out of context and putting it up against modern technology, it's got a little bit to be desired there, I think. But overall, it's a pretty good quality little device. There are links in the description down below where you can get the 3 different microphones that I have shown in the video here. And there is another video right over here I think you might enjoy next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.